Coffee Break German, Season 2, Episode 40. Also herzlich willkommen zum letzten Mal zu Coffee Break German.
Also zum letzten Mal in dieser Staffel.
Yes, in this series, the last episode of Season 2 of Coffee Break German. Of course, there will be more Coffee Break German in the future, but for now, this is our final session in Season 2, and it's the final session also of our soap opera.
Yes, I can't wait to find out what happens.
Who knows what might happen with Miriam, Carola, Hannah, Philip, and Alex? We will find out in this episode. And of course, as usual, we'll be going through the episode in detail to help you understand everything. Andrea, I have to say that I feel as if with Season 2 of Coffee Break German, I have come a long way. I feel that we've covered some things I've always wondered about in German.
I'm really glad to hear this, because when you asked me to join this project, I was very nervous. And although I had been teaching German for so many years, I didn't really know what to do. So I started thinking about it, and then we recorded the first couple of episodes, and I didn't know whether this was any good, because I'd never done something like this. And I was so pleased when you liked it that I told everybody, I'm so glad Marx likes my stuff and what I do. So I'm really pleased, and I think it's been very enjoyable, and hopefully also very enjoyable and for our listeners, and that they learned something.
Absolutely. I mean, we obviously get lots of feedback from our listeners through comments on Facebook and on iTunes and podcast reviews and so on. And we would encourage you to do so more. Please do let us know what you think, if there have been aspects that you've enjoyed of Season 2, and indeed what you would like next in terms of where we're going with this. But we'll stop talking about this just now. We'll perhaps give you some links at the end of the show. But let's get into our story with Miriam, Carola, Hannah, Philip and Alex today.
Yes.
Bist du bereit?
Ich bin bereit. Und
ich
du?
Auch, ja.
Super, los geht's.
For the last time, los geht's. Okay, as we join our friends, they are coming to the end of their exams and so on, and they are going to be having a chat about their plans for the summer. Let's have a listen.
So, endlich alle Prüfungen vorbei. Ich bin völlig erschöpft. Hoffentlich habe ich alles bestanden.
Bestimmt. Du warst das ganze Semester gut und hast ja auf die Prüfungen ordentlich gelernt.
Ja, ich denke, wir haben alle bestanden. Wir haben wirklich viel gelernt. Jetzt brauche ich ein paar Tage frei. Was macht ihr während der Semesterferien?
Ich gehe die ganzen Ferien nach Hause zu meinen Eltern. Dort kann ich gratis wohnen und essen. Außerdem sehe ich so meine alten Schulfreunde.
Hi Mädels.
Servus, wie läuft's?
Wir reden gerade über die Semesterferien. Miriam geht während der Semesterferien zu ihren Eltern. Ich wahrscheinlich auch, wenigstens für ein paar Tage.
Ich bleibe hier. Habe noch keine großen Pläne gemacht. Ab nächster Woche arbeite ich Teilzeit im Café. Hoffentlich kann ich so etwas sparen, damit ich nach dem Studium eine große Reise machen kann.
Ach echt? Wohin geht's denn?
Ich möchte mit dem Zug und dem Rucksack durch Europa reisen. Das wollte ich schon lange mit meiner besten Freundin machen, aber leider hatte ich nie Geld oder Zeit.
Philipp, du bist doch auch die ganze Zeit hier, nicht? Oder gehst du weg?
Ja, genau. Meine Mutter besucht mich ein paar Tage, aber eigentlich bin ich hier.
Also, Hannah, siehst du, Philipp ist auch hier.
Ja, super. Wie gesagt, ich auch.
Wir könnten uns dann ja vielleicht einmal treffen für ein Eis oder wir könnten ins Kino.
Okay. Da ist dieser Film über Außerirdische, der mich interessiert.
Echt? Du magst Science Fiction? Ich auch. Diesen Film möchte ich auch sehen.
Okay. An welchem Tag hast du Zeit?
Wie wäre es mit Donnerstagabend? Wir könnten vorher noch etwas essen. Also nur, wenn du magst.
Tolle Idee. Pizza? Sollen wir zum Italiener neben dem Kino Ritz? Die haben auch gutes Eis.
Klasse. Ich freue mich sehr.
Ich auch.
Entschuldigung, ihr zwei. Ich unterbreche euch ungern, aber wir gehen alle zur Eisdiele an Spaghetti-Eis essen. Kommt ihr mit?
Spaghetti-Eis? Das hört sich eklig an.
Nö, ist total lecker. Vanilleeis mit Erdbeersoße und Kokosraspeln. Sieht einfach aus wie Spaghetti. Wer will Spaghetti-Eis?
Wir haben auch Pizza-Eis.
Pizza-Eis?
Das liebe ich. Und mit den Früchten ist das schon fast gesund. Also für mich Pizza-Eis.
Oh ja, für mich auch.
Ich weiß nicht. Hanna, magst du ein Eis teilen?
Ja, ich glaube auch, dass ich das erst probieren will. Wollen wir ein Spaghetti-Eis nehmen?
Gut, ein Spaghetti-Eis mit 2 Löffeln, bitte.
Wie süß.
Ihr werdet ja ganz rot.
Für mich ein Spaghetti-Eis mit einem Löffel. Ich teile doch mein Eis nicht.
Also 2 Pizza-Eis, 2 Spaghetti-Eis und 5 Löffel.
Genau.
And there we have it, the final episode of our soap opera, in which finally Hannah and Philip seem to be making some plans.
Yes, finally.
I think it's really funny that they make the plans in front of everyone.
I know. I think they just don't know what they're doing.
Okay, so what's happened in this episode? Let's have a chat about that.
So the semester is over. They've all done their exams, and now they're discussing what they're going to do in the Semesterferien.
So are these the summer holidays, or are they just the
Yeah,
holidays at the end?
you have Semesterferien each time a semester finishes.
Okay.
So you have them also in winter.
Okay.
Yeah. And they have different plans. So some people go away, some people go home and see their families.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, Hannah, she stays here.
She's going to be working, yeah.
Yeah, she has to be working. And then we hear about Philip, who is also staying here.
Funny that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then finally they get their act together and make some plans of meeting up. And then at the end, they all go to the Eisdiele.
Yeah, for some kind of strange ice cream.
Yes, let's talk about this at the end.
Okay,
because
we'll
it's
get there.
it's quite exciting.
Okay, well, before we get to talking about strange ice creams, let us listen to the first section again, and then we'll talk about what happens in that section.
So, endlich alle Prüfungen vorbei. Ich bin völlig erschöpft. Hoffentlich habe ich alles bestanden.
Bestimmt. Du warst das ganze Semester gut und hast ja auf die Prüfungen ordentlich gelernt.
Ja, ich denke, wir haben alle bestanden. Wir haben wirklich viel gelernt. Jetzt brauche ich ein paar Tage frei. Was macht ihr während der Semesterferien?
Ich gehe die ganzen Ferien nach Hause zu meinen Eltern. Dort kann ich gratis wohnen und essen. Außerdem sehe ich so meine alten Schulfreunde.
Hi Mädels.
Servus, wie läuft's?
Wir reden gerade über die Semesterferien. Miriam geht während der Semesterferien zu ihren Eltern. Ich wahrscheinlich auch, wenigstens für ein paar Tage.
Ich bleibe hier. Habe noch keine großen Pläne gemacht. Ab nächster Woche arbeite ich Teilzeit im Café. Hoffentlich kann ich so etwas sparen, damit ich nach dem Studium eine große Reise machen kann.
Ach echt?
Okay, let's talk about this section in more detail. To begin with, Miriam and Carola and Hannah are really just talking about the fact that their exams are over.
Yes, and they are völlig erschöpft. That's what Miriam says about herself. What is erschöpft?
I would be guessing, I think it is exhausted.
Ja, genau, exhausted. Ich bin völlig erschöpft. And they're wondering whether they've passed all their exams. And Carola thinks that Miriam did a lot of studying and surely passed. And Hannah indeed thinks that they all studied very hard.
Mm-hmm.
Ja, wir haben wirklich viel gelernt.
We've really studied lots as opposed to learned lots.
Yes.
Could it mean learned lots as well? If we were
Yes,
talking
it
about
can be actually both, ja.
Also in Coffee Break German 2 haben wir viel gelernt, ja?
Yes, and it's really the context that that says, because you can study a lot but learn nothing.
Yeah.
Ja. Ich habe viel gelernt, aber nichts gelernt.
Right, I understand, yeah.
This works. So, and then they go on to talk about what else is happening in the Semesterferien.
So Miriam's going home, isn't she?
Yes. And what is so good about going home?
I like this. She said, I think, dort kann ich gratis wohnen und essen, yeah?
Yes.
So she can eat and live for free there.
Yeah, brilliant, no? And then on top of this, außerdem sehe ich so meine alten Schulfreunde.
She can see her old school friends.
Yes, exactly. And Hannah has a few days off, ja, ein paar Tage frei. And then what is she going to do?
Is she going to work? She's got a part-time job.
Yes, sie arbeitet Teilzeit im Café.
Teilzeit?
Ja, Teilzeit ist Part-Time.
Part-time, ja.
Ja, Teilzeit, Part-Time, im Café. And she is hoping to sparen. Ja, was ist sparen?
To save.
Ja, so she's hoping to save some money, damit ich nach dem Studium eine große Reise machen kann.
So when she says nach dem Studium, is that when her studies are completely finished or is that just in the summer, for example?
Yes, nein, nach dem Studium, so das Studium is your entire course.
University career, as it were.
Yes, so
okay.
nach dem Studium would be after your 3 or 4 years that you study.
Okay, so when I've finished studying,
Yes.
She wants to do a big journey. She wants to go traveling, basically.
Yes, through Europe.
And I think it's at this point when Alex becomes interested. He wants to know where she plans to go.
Yeah, Alex hasn't learned anything. No, Alex hat nichts gelernt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he's all, really? Ach, echt?
Let's have a listen to this section.
Wohin geht's denn?
Ich möchte mit dem Zug und dem Rucksack durch Europa reisen. Das wollte ich schon lange mit meiner besten Freundin machen, aber leider hatte ich nie Geld oder Zeit.
Philipp, du bist doch auch die ganze Zeit hier, nicht? Oder gehst du weg?
Ja, genau. Meine Mutter besucht mich ein paar Tage, aber eigentlich bin ich hier.
Also, Hannah, siehst du, Philipp ist auch hier.
Ja, super. Wie gesagt, ich auch.
Wir könnten uns dann ja vielleicht einmal treffen für ein Eis oder wir könnten ins Kino.
Okay, da ist dieser Film über Außerirdische, der mich interessiert.
Echt? Du magst Science Fiction? Ich auch. Diesen Film möchte ich auch sehen.
Okay, an welchem Tag hast du Zeit?
Wie wäre es mit Donnerstagabend? Wir könnten vorher noch etwas essen. Also nur wenn du magst.
Tolle Idee. Pizza? Sollen wir zum Italiener neben dem Kino Ritz? Die haben auch gutes Eis.
Klasse. Ich freue mich sehr.
Ich auch.
Entschuldigung, ihr zwei. Ich unterbreche euch ungern, aber wir gehen alle zur Eisdiele an Spaghetti-Eis essen. Kommt ihr mit?
Spaghetti-Eis? Das hört sich eklig an.
Nö, ist total lecker. Vanilleeis mit Erdbeersoße und Kokosraspeln. Sieht einfach aus wie Spaghetti.
Okay, so in this next section, we hear Philip and Hannah making some plans.
Yes, finally. I'm so glad.
And very publicly too.
Yes, I know.
Okay, so let's go through this section.
So first, obviously, it's Alex again who says, oh, really? Wohin geht's denn?
We're talking about Hannah's travel plans.
Ja, wohin geht's denn? Which is, geht's is obviously short for geht es. Wohin geht es denn?
So to where goes it then?
Yes. And we can ask this, it's a bit odd maybe because it's impersonal, but that's what we often ask when we bump into someone and they have a suitcase.
Right.
Oh, wohin geht's? In den Urlaub.
Okay, I've never heard that. So wohin geht's denn? Then whereabouts? Where are you off to?
Und Hannah explains that she wants to travel through Europe with a rucksack.
Mit dem Zug, with the train as well.
Ja, genau, mit dem Zug und dem Rucksack, ja. And that she has wanted to do this for a while, but she never had money or time. Yeah. And Carola then, she's totally on the ball, yeah, and she cuts off this Alex-Hannah conversation.
Yep.
And says, Philipp, du bist doch auch die ganze Zeit hier, nicht?
Philip's, he's also going to be there the whole time, and he is perhaps a little taken aback at this.
Yes.
He says, yeah, but my mother is coming for a couple of days to visit.
Mhm.
But yeah, he's here.
Genau. And Carola, she really needs to help them along here a bit. She then says, oh, you see, Philip is here too. And Hannah dann, ja, super. Wie gesagt.
Yeah, as I said.
Ich auch.
Me too.
Mhm. And then finally Philip works up the courage to suggest that they would meet up für ein Eis.
Yep.
Oder wir könnten ins Kino. Now, maybe it's very odd to meet up for ice cream, but Germany has this ice cream parlor culture.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really very nice. So if you're ever visiting Germany, go to an Eisdiele, yeah, and get some ice cream. And we're going to see what type of ice cream you should order.
You're very excited about this ice cream, I can tell.
Because it's really nice.
Okay,
it's really nice. And I'm not German. We don't have this culture. But when I go to Germany, I go to the Eisdiele all the time because it's just a really nice place. And you can have a coffee or a soft drink, and you get a big ice cream or a small ice cream, whatever you want. And it's really nice. It's a place where people meet up.
Okay. Coming back to our conversation here, we have Philip who first of all, Hannah mentioned something about außerirdische.
Yes, because Philip suggests that they could also go to the cinema. And Hannah is interested in a film about außerirdische.
So, Erd in there, something to do with the earth.
Yeah.
So if they're out of the earth, they're extraterrestrials.
Genau. Sehr gut.
Okay.
Super, yeah. So it's obviously science fiction.
The context did help me.
Yes, it's science fiction. And we say the word science fiction.
Okay.
Yeah. Ach, du magst science fiction?
So you like science fiction?
Ich auch, diesen Film möchte ich auch sehen.
That's interesting because it starts with diesen Film. It starts with an accusative because, of course, it's the object and we're starting with that object.
Yes, so in German we can do this. We can move our parts of the sentence around, and it's as if we were playing musical chairs. Yes, but the verb doesn't move.
Yep.
So
it's going to stay in the second position, isn't it?
Yes, the verb is always in the second position, but the other parts can move around. And that's why we can start with the object. Diesen Film möchte ich auch sehen. I think there is someone in a very well-known science fiction film that speaks like this.
Yes. I see where you're going. Yes, a small green person.
Yes, but for us German speakers, this is normal.
So when Yoda was featured in Star Wars in German, did he have some alternative?
I have to really revisit this.
Okay.
And every time I talk about this structural stuff in German sentences, I think I really need to go and watch that film and see how they did this.
I'd be interested to know that. So this film also I would like to see.
Yes, exactly.
That's as far as I'm going with the Yoda impersonation.
So, and then they discuss, when do you have time? And then they also decide that they go and have some food somewhere. And again, the ice cream comes up. And Carola then needs to... Carola is always meddling a bit.
Yes, she is,
I think I need to have a word with her. She then thinks, okay, that's enough. Entschuldigung, ihr zwei. And she doesn't say Entschuldigung.
No.
She says Entschuldigung, ihr zwei.
Yeah.
It's colloquial, and very often people do this. Entschuldigung.
Okay, Entschuldigung.
And she says, ich unterbreche euch ungern.
So I don't want to interrupt. Is that like?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt you to. Excuse me for butting in.
Yes. So the ungern as opposed to gern.
Gern, yeah. Okay.
But we've decided we're all going to the Eisdiele and eat spaghetti ice.
Okay, so explain the spaghetti ice cream.
Well, Alex has explained it for us. It's really good. Vanilleeis mit Erdbeersoße.
So that's vanilla ice cream with strawberry sauce.
Und Kokosraspeln. So the vanilla ice is put through a kind of a grinder, yeah, and then it comes out and looks like spaghetti.
Right, okay.
And then the Erdbeersoße is obviously the tomato sugo.
Yep.
And the Kokosraspeln is the cheese.
Right, so that is, what are the raspeln?
Raspeln is grated.
Grated, so grated coconut.
Yes.
Right, so that's the cheese on top of your sugo and your spaghetti.
Yes.
Right.
And it really looks like a plate of spaghetti.
Okay, I've never tried it. I must try it sometime when I'm in Germany.
It's really good.
Okay, so now we've got our final segment, and that is happening in the ice cream parlour, but we're going to listen to that after our break.
Wir unterbrechen diese Sendung für eine sehr wichtige Meldung. If you'd like to make faster progress with your German, don't forget that you can use the premium version of this course, which features video versions of the lessons, comprehensive lesson notes and bonus listening materials. Also, worauf wartest du? What are you waiting for? If you'd like to take your German to the next level, go to coffeebreakgermanplus.com.
Okay, our 5 friends are at the Eisdiele, the ice cream parlour, and they are having some spaghetti ice and also another type of ice cream. Let's have a listen.
Wer will Spaghetti-Eis?
Wir haben auch Pizza-Eis.
Pizza-Eis?
Das liebe ich. Und mit den Früchten ist das schon fast gesund. Also für mich Pizza-Eis.
Oh ja, für mich auch.
Ich weiß nicht. Hanna, magst du ein Eis teilen?
Ja, ich glaube auch, dass ich das erst probieren will. Wollen wir ein Spaghetti-Eis nehmen?
Gut, ein Spaghetti-Eis mit 2 Löffeln, bitte.
Wie süß.
Ihr werdet ja ganz rot.
Für mich ein Spaghetti-Eis mit einem Löffel. Ich teile doch mein Eis nicht.
Also, 2 Pizza-Eis, 2 Spaghetti-Eis und 5 Löffel.
Genau.
Okay, so our friends have their ice cream, their spaghetti ice and their pizza ice and so on. And I have to say that it sounds a little bit like our police officer from a few episodes ago is maybe doing a shift at the ice cream parlour.
Yeah, I think she might have had a change of career.
Perhaps, who knows? Maybe the police officer was too stressful after the break-in.
Yes.
Let's go back and chat about this content here. So who wants spaghetti ice? But there's also pizza ice. What's the pizza ice?
Pizza ice is brilliant. And I just learned about pizza ice only a few years ago. And it's, so you have a base, which is the vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
And then you have some raspberry or strawberry sauce on top as the sugo.
Yeah.
And then you have pieces of fruit.
Okay.
Which are
like
the topping.
Yeah, your toppings in your pizza.
And then obviously also a bit of Kokosraspel as cheese. And it's brilliant. It's really, really good. Oh, and of course some Sahne.
Some cream.
Sahne also as cheese. It's good. And as Carola says, it's almost a health food. because of the fruit.
Mit den Früchten, ja. Good, okay. Now, there is also a scene that is almost worthy of a Disney movie or something like that, where we're talking about the number of spoons that are going to be purchased with the ice creams, yeah?
Yeah, isn't that cute? So Philip is not so sure about this spaghetti ice. And asks Hannah, magst du ein Eis teilen?
So do you want to share an ice cream?
And Hannah, of course, not having had spaghetti ice, thinks, yeah, that's maybe a safe option. Ich glaube auch, dass ich das erst probieren will.
Yeah, I also think I want to try it first.
And then they say, oh yeah, ein Spaghetti-Eis mit 2 Löffeln, bitte.
So 1 spaghetti ice cream with 2 spoons, please.
It's cute, isn't it?
Yeah, and Carola thinks this. Oh, wie süß.
And it's again Carola.
Yep, she's in there. She's been wanting them to get together all this time.
I know.
Ah, dear, I don't know. But at the same time, Alex has shown his true colours here.
Yeah, he's not one for sharing. So he says, für mich ein Spaghetti-Eis mit einem Löffel.
Yeah, so he wants a spaghetti ice cream with just the 1 spoon.
Ich teile doch mein Eis nicht.
I am not going to be sharing my ice cream.
That's why he's just not the right guy for Hannah.
Indeed. So they finally get their order, 2 pizza ice, 2 spaghetti ice, and 5 spoons in total.
Yes.
Genau. Well, that is the end of our play. That's the end of this series of Coffee Break German. And we hope that you have enjoyed this thoroughly and that you've learned lots and lots. Now, this is the final episode of our series. So, in fact, if you've not yet done so, it's the perfect time to purchase the premium version of this course. And the premium version includes the lesson notes, the bonus audio materials, and the video versions of each lesson. That's all available at coffeebreakgerman.com. Just scroll down the page and look for the premium online course. And there you can find everything you need to know.
Even though we're finished with Coffee Break German for now, we'll still be posting regularly on social media to help you keep your German up to scratch. You can find us by searching for Coffee Break German on Facebook. We'll learn German on Twitter and keep up with all the news from the Coffee Break team on Instagram, where you can follow @CoffeeBreakLanguages.
And it's through following us on social media where you will be able to keep in touch with us and know what's happening with Coffee Break German. I would also suggest that if you're not already subscribed to our newsletter, then make sure you do so. Again, you can find out about that at coffeebreakgerman.com. We'll be releasing more information about what's coming next for Coffee Break German soon. We will be taking a little break to get the new content ready, but you can rest assured that there will be more content coming from Coffee Break German in the future. For now, I would like to say a huge thank you to all our listeners for sticking with us throughout the series and hopefully learning an enormous amount. And I'd also like to say a huge thank you to Andrea for all the work that she's done, and indeed to Julia for her work with the cultural correspondence sections, and also to all our actors who joined us for our soap opera. Thank you all very much indeed. Vielen Dank.
Yes, thank you very much for listening. Vielen Dank. Und vielen Dank, Mark, for giving me this opportunity to do this exciting project. And I look forward to more Coffee Break German. And I'll be super excited to find out what's next.
Also, zum letzten Mal vielen Dank und bis zum nächsten Mal.
Bis bald.
You have been listening to a production of the Coffee Break Academy for the Radiolingua Network. Copyright 2018 Radiolingua Limited. Recording copyright 2018 Radiolingua Limited. All rights reserved.